the U.S. Supreme Court has made an unprecedented move, one that could dramatically change how Americans carry firearms. But what does it mean for you? Today, the highest court in the land has spoken. In a historic decision, the Supreme Court has agreed to review a case that could eliminate firearm permit requirements across the nation. This isn't just another legal battle. It's a game-changing moment for gun rights. The case is called Woolford v. Lopez, originating in Hawaii, but its ramifications could affect the entire country. This case goes straight to the heart of the Second Amendment, challenging whether Americans need permission to exercise a right already guaranteed by the Constitution. In this video, we'll dive into why this case is so important, what's at stake, and how the Supreme Court's decision could reshape gun laws for generations. But first, let's break down what's really happening. Chapter 1. A rare action by the Supreme Court. Normally, the Supreme Court waits until a case has made its way through lower courts before stepping in. But in this case, the justices have broken tradition, intervening early. This move signals that they see a serious constitutional issue that can't wait for the usual lengthy court processes. The case isn't even close to a final ruling yet, but the court's emergency review suggests they're prepared to make a swift and decisive decision that could change the course of the Second Amendment. Chapter 2. Hawaii's Law Under Fire. After the Bruen decision in 2022, many states started pushing the boundaries of gun control laws. But Hawaii has taken it a step further, implementing a law that could all but ban concealed carry. The law flips the presumption of rights, assuming that all public places are off-limits unless the property owner gives explicit consent. This has led to a near-total ban on lawful carry, even for those with permits. A district court initially struck it down, but the Ninth Circuit reversed that decision, sparking the emergency appeal that has now reached the Supreme Court. Chapter 3. The DOJ breaks with tradition. In a surprising turn of events, the Department of Justice has sided with gun owners. The DOJ filed a brief arguing that Hawaii's restrictions go too far, even by the government's own standards. This brief strengthens the plaintiff's case, signaling that Hawaii's law is likely unconstitutional. When the federal government declines to defend a state's law, it's a strong signal that the law in question is in serious trouble. This unusual move makes it easier for the Supreme Court to step in and act decisively. Chapter 4. Conflicting court rulings demand action. One of the key reasons the Supreme Court had to get involved is the split among federal courts. The Ninth Circuit upheld Hawaii's carry restrictions, while the Third Circuit struck down similar laws as unconstitutional. This inconsistency across federal courts creates confusion and demands a national resolution. The Constitution cannot be interpreted one way in one part of the country and another way elsewhere. By stepping in, the Supreme Court ensures a unified interpretation of the Second Amendment across all states. Chapter 5. Hawaii's strategy backfires. As the case became more significant, Hawaii tried to delay proceedings, claiming they needed more evidence and hearings. But this tactic backfired. In earlier stages, Hawaii had already conceded that the issue was constitutional, not factual. The court saw through this attempt to buy time. The justices recognized that Hawaii's defense had fallen apart, making it even more likely that they will rule against the state. Chapter 6. The Property Rights. Loophole at the core of this case is Hawaii's radical approach to private property rights. Hawaii assumes that all public spaces are off-limits to concealed carry unless the property owner explicitly grants permission. This assumption reverses the traditional legal framework. The law forces gun owners to seek permission before exercising a constitutional right, a system with no historical precedent. If upheld, this could set a dangerous precedent nationwide. leading to more states using this loophole to restrict carry rights indirectly. Chapter 7. Will the Bruen standard be enforced? This case hinges on the Bruen decision from 2022, which established a new standard for evaluating gun laws. The justices now have an opportunity to reaffirm that standard and make clear that the Second Amendment cannot be undermined by political agendas. If the court acts decisively, it will send a message that the right to bear arms is not negotiable and must align with historical precedent. Chapter 8. Lower Courts Under the Microscope. Since the Bruen ruling, some lower courts have failed to follow the new guidelines, and their decisions are coming under scrutiny. The Ninth Circuit's recent ruling in favor of Hawaii directly conflicts with Bruen. The Supreme Court's intervention will reaffirm its authority over defiant lower courts. Chapter 9. What does this mean for gun owners? This case began in Hawaii, but its impact will be felt nationwide. If the Supreme Court rules broadly, it could invalidate restrictive permit-based carry systems across the country. States like New York, California, and Maryland could see their carry laws upended. This is a pivotal moment for gun rights. A ruling in favor of the plaintiffs could set the foundation for future legal challenges and restore the full recognition of Americans' right to self-defense. Chapter 10. What's next? The Supreme Court's decision to take on Woolford v. Lopez is just the beginning. The legal process is moving quickly, with briefs being filed and oral arguments expected soon. The outcome of this case will likely shape the future of gun rights in America. Gun rights organizations are already preparing, knowing that this case could set the tone for future Second Amendment litigation. Stay tuned, stay informed, and most importantly, stay free. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Winds of Thought for more updates on this and other crucial legal developments.